he's not really 30. And Chance, you're... What? You're 20,
let's not talk about it.
I'm only 29. I'm looking good. But yeah, we're excited to get into this one. Gwyn, over 35? No. Couldn't get over 35 kills, though. That's the end of the age jokes. They're all gone, folks. Here we go, though, into our first map. Again, super important. Win and you're in. Lose, and it's a loser's bracket. Here we go.
And, you know, just for the long-term implications as well, it cannot be understated how important it is to get winners, to win a series against a team you're going to be competitive, and how nice it is to have an opening break like that. Carolina ripped through everybody except for Standy, who does a nice job at least picking up 2 kills to sort of cut off the reinforcements and maybe buy enough time. TJ and Clayser not quite ready in time, so as good as the opening break was, it is going to be a battle around P1. Nobody getting that extra edge.
No, not yet. Well, for those folks who are wondering who maybe are not on socials as much, Clayster is playing from the facility. He made it through a very tough flight. He's now flying his way towards the hard point. It's Rocker all day and night, though, here on P1. Beautiful work from Linz there. Finds Clay and Fellow. We say goodbye to P1, say hello to P2, and that's where we go right now. And Gwyn has managed to do laps around accuracy, catching him out at the very least, but not enough to soften up the defenders here. Minnesota Rocker holding down the new hard point, open for business.
And TJ's got to take it slow as well. Maybe wait for some reinforcements. Maybe fly on in, and he does enough damage, and there you go. Teammates coming from the middle of the map, able to just pounce. So Rocker, early rotation, they absolutely get bullied out instantly. So Ravens here to collect a little bit of time, but also a few open lanes. You should be able to jump just straight towards the hill. More trade fest coming out as neither team can push anything out, but what Linz can do is pick up 2 kills. Currently has 7, leading the charge from Rocker and collecting that time.
Absolutely holding it down. Standy doing what he can now. Top mid's not a safe place to be. TJ Gwyn get theirs. The break is on. Oh, big kill from Felony. 20 odd seconds to be had here. Get in there, Carolina Royal Ravens. You need that time. Big P over to Tej. Old Rise teammates going at each other, and now a big lead for Rocker starting to develop. What a battle chance here at P2.
Yeah, neither team able to lock anything down for a significant chunk of time. It is just a trade fest in and around the hill, and maybe that trend is going to continue over towards the new time. Someone stopped shooting at accuracy, and he managed to kill Gwyn before he falls, so that's a nice little moment for Rocker, giving you just a little bit extra, but of course, you don't have the back spawn, so the reinforcement's too quick, and now we get to test Standy's movement over in the perfect amount of time, and wins the gunfight as well. Rocker applying the pressure as the trades, they are endless right now on this map.
Absolutely. Well, who's got the stronger trade fists in this matchup? Linz. Plenty of pumping behind that bar, but he's only pumping and bumping to the music being heard here in his head as the kills keep going the way of the boys of Rocker. Nice work from Gunless. Big P keeping it going. Standing from down low, traded out. And that's the name of the game right now. And it's all Rocker once again, Chance. Fantastic work here on the bar. Carolina Royal Ravens not able really to get any breaks. Not a huge amount of scrap time either, but they are staying alive in this barely. Can they find some success here? Gwyn, you are on the rotation. Catch out one, look for the next. Try to get new.
It's just too much for him to do. I mean, anywhere he goes, he's going to get killed off the cross as well. He's trying to wait for his teammates to time out on this flank, and his teammates at least lock down the back spawn. So any kill they get, those players are going to spawn for Rocker out, but it took a long time to get the kills, and actually it's all the Ravens players that end up falling, and they fell so fast that Linz, well, he spawns in the back anyway. So Ravens purely on the back foot. They are getting outgunned, outmatched, outplayed right now on Vista.
Yeah, it's an absolute smacking. We've seen a few of these in recent memory. There's a Tej right there. Standy somehow missing that one. Maybe the FOV was a little low, but Tej and Fellow into it. Oh my goodness, that's a Carolina kill feed. Sadly, 1 or 2 friendly fires in there, but now 20 seconds that they sorely need. Rotation on the way as well. Can they find that? As once again, Charles Rocker, they've been on the front foot since this started, and they have not skipped a beat.
They're getting some nice picks as well on this rotation. Yeah, add it to the pile. Everybody going to contribute as they make their way towards this break. But the most important gunfight around time, accuracy wins it and secures that rotation. So Rocker might have been a little bit mixy before the hill pops, but able to stabilize and get a nice little setup as well. They've got both sides pushed out.
Gunless has got the opportunity to go big here. Tej sends it. Spotted out. Oh, Big P strikes for 1, but massive damage in a Fellow as well. Picks up from accuracy. Trey's going down again, and Rocker. Oof, a big one from Linz. Clay's out. That's solid time to be had. If Gwyn can keep him at bay, you're staying safe. But for now, Rocker, again, strong looks in the feed. I mean, we haven't seen a huge amount of resurgence until now from the Ravens.
Yeah, what a nuisance Gwyn is in that moment. Wins that single one-on-one gunfight, drags so much attention his direction, and, well, gets his teammates back in the mix. So I'd say the bigger problem for Ravens right now, it is exactly as the stats sort of predicted. They've had a couple early rotations, but just get bullied out. That's where the game has been at its mixiest. And, well, now we talk about the rotations. It is going to be Rocker here first. Accuracy cutting off the middle of the map, and a big responsibility. 2 players in front, does some damage, but no kills. And without that pressure, his teammates got to jump at a time and play around the hill before they go for the re-break. And, well, it's a 2-2 pinch from either side.
Here it comes. Linz, the first in. Standy able to get his. Yeah, great work. Rocker, what a look here on P1. Clean house. All members of the Ravens out of action. Back on spawn they go. There will be a split pinch here for them. Can they be as decisive? The answer is no. Teja's gone. So already Rocker, a fantastic break and a good look towards P1 again.
Reading the spawns might have been a little bit tricky for him, but in the meantime, Lynn's absolutely able to collect that cruise missile, so nice little benefit to have, and you can use that on maybe 3 different hills we have on this map. So right now, Rocker firmly in the driver's seat, 60-point lead, the kill still flowing their way, and scrap time gonna be collected. Maybe good news for Ravens is TJ picking them apart through the middle of the map. So this is another test for Ravens. They've won the rotation battle. Their holds have been terrible. Another opportunity to get back in the mix. Unfortunate for them, though, the cruise missile, well, using immediately to break it down.
I've got some bad news for you, Ravens. Linz cuts down TJ in the middle of the map now. Only 2 members left. Make it 1. Gunners finds his. Gwyn is tagged up. Gwyn is down. Rocker with another break.
Yeah, I love the call to use the cruise on the middle of the map as well. Open up that lane and just isolate the guy on time. And, well, now the spawn kills are rolling. Rocker on point. Rocker with the lead. They are doing everything right. And, frankly, might get this final 25.
They might get this final 25. We better hurry up and get to a listening and see how hot these boys sound.
I got one you.
I'll bring her that. I'll bring her that.
Nice. Fucking
I'm
good.
going you.
Last guy win. Last guy win off spawn. Last guy win off spawn.
I'm back
They
at
didn't
3 right now.
They spawn you. They spawn on the
Play from the front. Play from the front. Go. Help him on the
S3
right.
Gwyn
Help
dead.
him on the
3
right.
pillars.
I'm main pillars. Pillars to the back. I'm on it to the back.
One on the back. One on the back.
One on
2 in the back. 2 in the back. 2 back S3. One deep right.
Clay is on old.
I got him.
Last 3. Last guy Clay.
There's
Or
Clay
no,
in the back.
Gwyn.
There's
Last
Clay
guy
in the back,
Gwyn.
right?
I killed him first.
I have the back. They spawn in the back. The back.
Dummy middle right now.
Two
That's him.
2 pillars fast.
They
I
spawn in
stunned
the
your
back.
pillars. I stunned your pillars.
One's weak pillars.
Pillars dead. Nice.
Another one
Fucking
pillars.
go, guys. Short in pillars.
I'm short.
He's in lobby.
Bobby's
He's lobby. Flip on the spawn.
Bobby's done.
He's stunned lobby. S1. S1 I'm
Fire rifle mark.
I'm getting
in
on here.
Good try.
Nice. Fucking go. I'm going to in.
I'm gonna be Zig.
He's S1. S1 just
Zigzag.
in there.
S1
2 S3 guys. 2
I'm
S3.
hitting the back out,
Everyone
okay?
has 3.
There's 2 S3.
I'm blocking. Clay's gonna spawn out.
I just showed their
Okay.
trophy.
I'm spawning out.
Salut, là. I'm sure.
I don't see him.
I don't see him spawning
Dying
out.
pillars.
Clay up middle.
Bien sûr.
I don't see about middle. Are you sure?
One S1.
That's one S1 each.
Madame. Dead.
Nice.
Wait.
Nice.
Nice.
I have to be in the back. You have to be in the back.
Might.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
they
be in the
spawn
back.
out. They
Maybe
spawn out.
S3. Look your S3.
Bridge fellow.
Got me the pillars. That's him. Pillars.
Oh, there's two. Alright, 3 old. 2 or 3 old, guys. 2 or 3 old. Last 2 are by old.
I heard you with
One
those.
out.
I'm holding S3, okay?
Charles, I mean, I think that's a perfectly balanced listening there. This Minnesota Rocker lineup, you know, one part equal level head, the other side crackhead. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, no, they got every head they need in the moment, including staying ahead of the game, winning the rotation again. I mean, Linz was in the sweet spot. He's been living in the back corner of the map, and Gwyn might be able to pick up 2, but this is just another moment for the Ravens where they just weren't able to do the more difficult things, or really the easy things. The easy thing is getting back to that section of the map. Lynn's on point, and he might fall, but here's the other cruise missile coming to effect, and accuracy misses everything, hits a roof, and, well, Ravens may be able to stay alive and collect the time, but the kills not going their way, and that is another 4 down. Rocker have bodied them on this map, number 1.
It's a pounding on Rio here, on Vista, sorry. It's not pretty. There's not a whole lot that the Ravens have been able to muster here whatsoever. Bridge hard point again. And this time, hopefully no trolling under that bridge. Clay and Gwyn actually in position for this one. You've got that side of the map locked. Can you deal with accuracy? He thunders his way across this side of the map. A nearly impossible comeback on the cards here.
Well, at least they have a couple things pushed out. Got a nice little dynamic duo working towards P1, and the trades are rolling through. So they have that under secure. Clayster reading the flank sort of spawn coming through from accuracy, and all the pressure is going to be the front for the moment. So for the first time, quite literally, this entire game, Ravens are having a very decent hold. Linz, though, he's found a route to get next to the hill, but even then, Ravens able to chop him down. So it is a desperation game. Final 4 seconds, and well, now TJ, the last man standing, took a little extra bit to make it happen, but Rocker destroyed them on map number 1.
Utter destruction. Standy sleeves are up. You know that means business. Rocker walking away with a big one there on Vista. No problem for them whatsoever. I mean, we saw the same thing with Surge yesterday, chance against the Thieves. It was an absolute blowout. It seems to be like momentum shift is nearly impossible to break and catch up. So we start our Monster Energy matchup with a banging 1-0.
And it really is a map as well where there's sort of like the, default scenarios when you're holding a hill, and then the good scenarios. If you can get pushed out and you're planning for the spawn kills, it could be extraordinarily easy to lock down a good chunk of time. Rocker had a few of those moments in the game, especially when guys like Linz were popping off going on 6 sprees, but Carolina, anytime they were holding on to a hill, except for the final bridge one, it was always just chaos, like a trade fest in and around the point. So Carolina never able to stabilize, and as well in the box score, I saw accuracy dealing the damage. So he was able to get posted up and just be the sort of bread and butter play style of accuracy. Looking forward to it, but either way, any good moments for Carolina, they were few and far between, and never for a lot of time.
No, not a lot of time whatsoever. Sprees at the side of Rocker certainly helped out. Those cruise missiles, again, as you said, about 4 out of the 5 hills, or maybe 3, very, very open, extremely easy to use the cruise missiles. And again, it's such a small map, it just has an impact regardless. Good work there from Rocker. Beautiful start to this series for them and their campaign towards the winners bracket. They have set the front foot forward. Can the Ravens bounce back in our search? I don't know, man. This is going to be a tough one. This is a good looking series on paper. Game 5 to start the day off. I wouldn't be too surprised if we get another.
Not at all. I mean, this is another one of the series as well. I mean, we talked about it for the Seattle series we had yesterday against the E's of like, it's just going to be fun Call of Duty. You never know what you're going to expect, but certainly there in that one, it was quite literally from the opening break. Rocker never really breaking a sweat. And if you were paying attention to the kills column, I think for the first 3 or 4 hills, it was dead even on slaying. So it's not like Carolina were struggling, at least initially, to pick up the kills, but once things started to get a little bit bad for the team, they just spiraled and got worse and worse. But look at the brand new maps we have on this series. Karachi, the only one from back in the day. Every other map, very nice and new, very pretty to look at as well. And I gotta say, I love the new additions. First, that life in a rank play as well. It's been a lot of fun with the newbies.
It has indeed. A lot of folks not really knowing the ins and outs of some of these maps. Our pros, though, do. Rio, Search and Destroy on its way. And to quote Jeremy Studd, very easy to get caught lacking on this map. A lot of players end up licking the walls on the inside of Rio. Crazier things have happened. We'll find out whose tongue is attached to what piece of furniture in a moment. But for now, this should be a spicy one. Again, massive stakes on the line here. We are going to keep hitting that because winners bracket in this upcoming tournament, Toronto, next week. We head out on Tuesday. It's going to be very exciting indeed.
And this is like a separation game as well. Winners bracket versus losers bracket. All the confidence in the world going into sort of that final series, because 2 different teams that basically do at least a little bit of the roster mixing. I know Carolina a bit more distant from the roster changes. Rocker, well, half a new team through in this stage, but I know initially for Minnesota, they were certainly struggling, like looking decent against the top squads, but not able to find wins. But here they are, a win against Carolina to, I mean, potentially not even turn their season around. They're still in 5th place, but the difference between 5th and 10th place, a grand total of maybe 20 or 25 points. But taking a look at the S&D so far in Major 3, and I mean, not too bad comparatively. Good win percentage for the post plants, but Rocker certainly a little bit better at actually getting that bomb down.
Signed, sealed, and platted. My God. You're in Search and Destroy. Eyes on Stanley and Tej. Again, these are sort of statistics that we find. This is the trend set. So you know if you're the other team, you bring down Stanley, you bring down Tej. There's a good chance that bomb is on the ground. You do have to confirm that with your own eyes. You can't just dive in and hope for the best. Ready to roll into map number 2. Rio, S&D. So far, so good for the Ravens.
And always fun to have your name right there with Atlanta FaZe as well. A perfect record thus far, and obviously a map where you can be pretty on point with getting the bomb down as well. So attacking and defending, Carolina, maybe their bread and butter. Those stats certainly look like a thing of beauty. And I know comparatively, the opening duels might be the difference maker for Rocker, currently sitting at the bottom of the league on this map.
Depends on who those 3 wins were against. Linz is in. Linz gets it, as does Gunner's. Beautiful opening 2 there for Rocker. And Clay bounce back, gets himself a pair as well. Mr. Eubanks swinging.
Oh, good coverage as well. Yeah, Linz is going to get spotted to the outside, and now Linz isolated, but Clayster trying to shoot him with a gun that didn't have bullets. And now Felony a little bit too slow. He's getting pinned in the back of the map, but good reads from Felony. Might have this clutch in the bag.
Oh, now it's a tight 1v1. My goodness, Fellow. T-Fell taking on Linz. Linz goes back for the bomb plant. I love it. Is Felony going to get here fast enough? Oh, my goodness. Renetti at the ready. Do it. Do it.
Love it.
Do it.
Yes, do it.
Goodbye, Linz. The round is over.
That's an absolute dream. It doesn't get better. Like, your eyes light up when you catch him as he's running away from it. That's the instant call to hop the bomb. So Linz getting caught off guard. He is a rookie at the professional level. Felony has been doing it for nearly a decade. So a moment like that, he'll jump on top of it. And I love the pre-fire basically too. The hard read on accuracy, trying to trap him in the back corner of the map. So well played. That was opening duels in a 2v4 clutch that Carolina ended up winning.
But that's a really good situation there, again, for your rank play teammates, folks. If you see that spot happen, go for it again. You've got the timing. If they double back, that's magic, or they're cheating. Who knows? Bomb down for Carolina into the fray. We will now go 40 on the clock.
And Gwent's getting tagged up by something. I don't think Rocker actually know that he's here, though. So still a cheeky spot, and nice reads from Gunless, though. Ready for the pressure. And bomb down. We saw the stats. Carolina great at executing after this, but Rocker grouping up together. They got to go fast.
And they're sending it. Smoked. Teach quick reposition. Might be able to catch him on a pinch, but he's got to get going now. Fellow with a couple of tags. 15 on the clock. TJ snaps alive. 1v1. Fellow's out. Oh, no way. It's the shoe on the other foot. Fellow, he's been doing it for a decade, and that is the experience you want. 2 in a row.
Those are easy reads. It's kind of like a vet play from Clayster too. He gets the 1 pick and then gets caught sprinting, but in his mind, he's like, guys, there's 23 seconds left. If you're taking all this time just to hit this lane, you're not going to be able to clutch. And well, his teammates deliver. TJ gets the intel initially, or Gwen maybe setting up the information game for Felony to play late on it. But 2 rounds for Felony. Needs to be able to clutch for the squad. Handles both of them beautifully. Ice not a factor right now on Rio.
Yeah. 2 good uns. Nothing tremendous in the streets department from Fellow after those rounds. Looking to get a first blood here as well.
Okay, this is a fast flank, by the way. Carrie, yeah, I was going to say blitzing out through double doors, so they're roaming together as well. They get that pick, and they are completely gone. Fellow might be hunted down as well, but he's able to stay alive, so Carolina right now on point. And, by the way, Felony, his entire team is now with him.
Here comes the whole team through the back line. Bombs made its way towards the middle of the map, so nobody home just yet. Linz might have timed this so perfectly. How does he know? The Ravens conga line has gone around the outside, and now they go back towards B.
This is COD timing at its finest. Yeah, they're roaming together. That's a nice pick. They got each other's backs. By the way, Gunless has been spotted on the map, so Felony has him trapped. I think Linz has to help out somebody, one direction or the other. Everybody's getting the intel, but no gunfights just yet. Linz is finally going to strike, looking for number 2. Gonna get it. Gwynn's carrying a bomb, but here comes Felony and Clayster. Another defuse. The ARs for Carolina, always alive in the end.
I love what we saw from Linz there. He tried to assess the situation as cleanly as he could. Like, what order do I need to take these players down? The nade was perfect on the guy coming off a bridge. But another good one there from the Ravens. Good looks, but not enough.
I just love the strat too, because I think Felony ended up playing in like the perfect spot just to play on the crosses because he catches Gunless towards the end. But here's a look at Linz. Nice strike, extra damage being done. Poor Gwen caught with the bomb in his hand, but that final gunfight, Felony nice and clutch as well. Felony picking up 2 in the feed as well. So, I mean, 3 clutches he's been a part of and a 4-0 start. Not too shabby. From good old Felony, who's getting the stuns out on Standy already.
Did we get him a 5? Whoa, highly unlikely. Teammates here to back him up, though, the entirety of the Ravens squad. Now on the outside of the A-bomb. Heads up from Fellow, and he's playing so safe.
Oh, we might have the island fight as well. Clayster gonna get caught. Accuracy. What the hell just happened on the minimap? And now Accuracy catches him. Okay, don't know what happened there. And then on the flip side, Carolina getting picked apart anyway. So none of this matters unless TJ can clutch a 1 versus 4. That is not the case. That is a round. The Call of Duty timing so far on this map has been a little bit out of control.
Dios mío. Another fun
I don't know if you
Rio.
got it, Miles. I'm saying Clayster ran straight in front of Accuracy. Accuracy's arrow never moved. I don't know. There's a strange scenario, but either way, the defensive stand holds. Rocker, nice job on the call for the double stack towards that site.
There's no way he was scratching his nose or something. You know, you put the controller down for a second. Not at this level, guys. You've got people to do that for you. What, 3-1? We finally stopped the roll the Ravens were on. And Gwyn, you had to get a kill. So good stuff there from the Ravens. You haven't needed one of your heaviest hitters to really get things done. But the Iceman here, down low, creeping in towards the bomb site on defense. Here come Rocker. Sending it. Cut down, 2 of them. Can't get a third. Accuracy doing what he can, but Gwyn gets on the board, and it's all on a gunless.
Yeah, those were nice shots thrown through from TJ and Caroline. I think Gwyn probably picked up a few assists as well, but gunless, the island player in this round. This was the exact spot Accuracy was playing when he let Clayster run by, but for gunless, I mean, you got to find a way to get to the bomb, and it's not like Carolina are confused about where it's going to be. So the sooner, the better.
Well, Ravens set up all around this one again. Gunless, we've seen situations like this. Oh dear. All season long. Clay closes it out, and it's 4-1 now for the Ravens.
Yeah, I think gunless every single time on this map. Granted, it's only been 2 times, but if he tries to cross by that truck, either Felny or Clay is going to spot him. But there's a look at the snap from Tej. Both of those an absolute thing of beauty, and Gwyn again right behind him probably picked up a handful of assists, and then Clayster is playing a cheeky spot to watch the full flank and just sees the toes of gunless probably running underneath that black truck. So Minnesota struggling on this map, and Carolina bread and butter continues. Perfect record, and they are showing off why.
The toes of Gunless goes crazy. Wow. Okay. Onto the bomb site, you send it. Linz, he's been an exciting watch here on Rio. This if we can't string together a couple of rounds. No real movement yet from the Ravens. That bomb still teetering through the middle line, waiting for the opportune moment to hit. But they're so spread, Ravens have got options.
And this is a great call by Ravens. As soon as there's a little bit of noise made towards A, they start roaming towards B because everybody on Rocker jumped on that information and started rotating for the A hit. So this would be a bomb plant straight up 4 versus 4.
Here we go. We don't see too many of these on Rio. Linz is making moves. He's not going to run into a lot of trouble yet. Fellow has got a tremendous amount of work to do. Damage dealt. The pinch is in, and Accuracy strikes first.
He's just been too much more patient. Well, now that means his team can start to swarm. Who's getting active towards the middle of the map? The SMGs for Carolina showing off.
Once again, 20 seconds to go, and it might be Linz doing what he can to make the play. Quick check. Guns at the ready. Gunless not going to be able to get it done. Too many mans, too little time. Round goes to the Ravens.
And this is just too easy. I mean, they're getting the bomb down for free. They're making those calls, playing them like a fiddle. The only thing that's going wrong is Accuracy is more patient than Clayster. Otherwise, Carolina can virtually do no wrong. I mean, TJ and Gwyn roaming together towards the middle of the map as well. But again, that's just an easy strat call. Rocker bit on the bait as soon as noise was made towards A. Well, the bomb gets planted at the other site. And Rocker right now just struggling to keep up.
I know, despite the fact that both teams have, 3 first bloods, opening duels either side. That 5-1 scoreline is an absolute devastating one. We'll find out if we're going to go the distance or if this is it for the Rio. Tej is in. Accuracy banged up, but the trades are over. Can't pick the nade. It goes down in the middle of the map. Clay trying to get himself going. Trades are down again. It's a 2v1. Fellow, can you close the map out here?
He's had a couple clutches. Maybe add one more to the pile. He's going to get great timing as well. So he's trying to figure out if that was player number 1 or number 2. But right now he is behind both. He can get this done.
Gunless. Oh, the fight's on. Can he maneuver? Stay alive. Pistol. T fell. Goes down swinging. But the trades are done. Rocker, another round to fight.
Yeah, shout out to Gunless. Maybe the Spidey sense tingling to be able to watch the flank in that moment. And nice jukes as well. Kind of leaves his teammate hanging out to dry. But again, just to pick up the presence of Fellow in that moment. Because as far as 1v2s goes, That was certainly one of the more clutchable ones, timing initially on Felony's side. But still for Rocker, a long way to go to get back on this map.
Look, it only takes one. We'll find out what happens now, though. Once again, attacking round for the Ravens. They are playing with tremendous pace and a lot of confidence with good reason. However, the opening gambit has not worked out. It's 2 for Lins, 1 for Standy. Fellow, go on, mate. Give us the ace to close the series out.
All right, this would be excessive. You can't do the 1v2, 1v4 with bomb down. There's simply no way.
He's pulled out an ace on land. Not this time. Okay, it only takes 1. Now there are 2 in a row.
I'd imagine if you're a Rocker, keep running it down. I mean, Lins and Standy has a combination players right now in S&D. I mean, Lins does have 10 kills. It's not like he has been struggling in the gunfights department. Just got to get this man in the action early and make sure, I mean, Standy or somebody's going to be around for the trades. Kills are certainly flowing. You said it only takes 1, but for Rocker, it will take 3 more.
Takes 1 to get things going. Okay, Rocker. What'll it be this time round? As Lins is setting a wonderful pace at 10 and 5. Straight up to the middle of the map, lay the bomb ASAP, or get another kill. Whoa! Quite a nice win. That's a beautiful opener. Bomb does get planted, though, regardless. So now the fight's on. Clay, a little bit of bad timing. Gunless, nice shots. The play continues. The Ravens are in trouble.
Yeah, Island players, though. Accuracy this time being the one that makes the move. So man advantage to Carolina.
Oh
and by the looks of it, gonna close the door. Standing for a 1v3. And he's in hell in between everybody. There's one, and he gets away. There's hope.
Onto the bomb. Fellow with the defuse. He's going to do it again unless he gets checked out here. Standy checks it good. Damage dealt. Not enough for the kill and can't get away with his life. It was a delightful attempt. For the Ravens, seal the deal. 6-3. We're all tied up 1-1.
Felony and TJ, 2 different players that have mastered S&D. They put their 10,000 hours in and easy plays towards the end. Someone just hop it and make sure Felony's ready to jump off to make himself a bit more difficult to kill. TJ there nearby for the coverage as well. Roller Ravens kind of bullying him out on Rio as well. Really setting the tone just from that round 1. Keep in mind, the way things started, Minnesota Rocker got the first 2 kills. Clayster responds with an instant double kill, setting up Felony for the 1v2 clutch and a big round as well. Felony, 5 assists, 6 kills, a handful of different clutches. You can see he got 2 defuses. I mean, the first blood battle, Rocker certainly not struggling, but the round execution, they could not hang.
Low when a plan comes together. Karachi control on the way. And that Rio bounce back was exactly what you're looking for the Ravens. The march towards winner's bracket is on. We are not done yet. A double dose of 6-star. There'll be anything but relaxing at that resort towards the end of this series. But control chance, we're going to get to that after the break. Any sort of quick feels before we get going?
I mean, from what we've seen for the first 2 maps, this is like a square-up series between these 2 teams. It is close and competitive, and the control, it is always that swing game mode. So quite literally might be the map that ends up deciding the series.
Hot map on the other side of this break. We're going to play control in Karachi. Someone's taking the lead. We'll find out who after this quick break.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
The Cataclysm Pack is available now. This bundle includes the Cataclysm Operator Skin, Dystopia Weapon Blueprint, Iron Lung Charm, Vroom Animated Calling Card, Alpha Vinyl Guiding Light Emblem, and Scratch Tally Weapon Sticker. Use these items in both Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone. Available in store now using Call of Duty points.
a single second. The Seattle Surge, they are going to send it. If any team is set to fall apart in a crazy way, good.
Oh my God.
What a play! Oh my God! Oh, wow. That was better than I thought it was going to be. The remix is in, folks. There we go. Skirt, ready to rock. I'm ready to go now, man. Let's get straight into that control game. Map 3 now upon us. Someone's taking the lead after this one. Chance, you called it. Control's a tough one. It's the swing mode in nearly every series we play, and nobody knows how this one's going.
And the more competitive the teams are, especially when like the hard points in S&D relatively even, because both these teams right now had just won their map picks, right? It was the Vista that Rocker wanted for the map 1. It was absolutely the Rio that Carolina wanted for the map number 2. So this is the one where it is even odds, evenly contested. And I know Standy is showing off the absolute cannons him and Lynn's been shooting on maps number 1 and 2, but I know Gwen hasn't exactly had his pop-off moment just yet. Maybe he's saving it for this moment. Record slightly better here for Minnesota Rocker on Karachi, albeit with a few different rosters, but same can be said from Carolina. So evenly contested, you're looking for that difference maker.
Even when Gwyn's not necessarily soaring, the team looks pretty good. Let's find out if he can go back to that record-breaking form here against Rocker. Signing things off, slow and steady on that A capture. Carolina already in. Gwyn taken care of. You're running out of space to work with here if you're the Ravens, but Rocker, slow and steady on the approach. That first segment's gone.
And you see the pressure of that flank coming in through Standy too. Felony, yep, trying to be a little bit too concerned about giving up top third control so he can't cover his teammates on the actual zone. And, well, now Carolina attempting to reposition to go towards B. Gunless is here, but Gunless is also dealing with the entire team. Those Carolina arrows are swarming, and Gunless yet too confused because the push was too slow. Carolina, they time it perfectly, and they get 3 bodies around this zone.
So, sweet start. Saying goodbye to the B zone in a mo. Accuracy not in time. Gone. Gunned. Peace out. B is done. That's going to be 2:05 on the game clock and a wide open A zone as well.
This is the Seattle Surge special. Have a great opening break and then just give up B instantly. And now TJ, the longer you live here, the farther you're going to go. Gwyn able to win that one as well. There's a 4 down, a trophy on the zone. Stack it, why don't you? You got 3 bodies on the point. This will be it.
The secondary stack, Gunless. Good luck, mate.
Good
Smoked.
Lord.
Absolute devastating. Ravens close out the round in nearly record time.
I mean, again, that's just, I don't want to be mean, but the Seattle Surge special, like they literally got a clean 4-man wipe, and Gunless was the only one that was close, like top red, to sort of be that cutoff man. But then I think, honestly, it was like the timing of Carolina. After Gunless got that first kill, they left, I think, Clayster in the point by himself, and they took it so slow to clear things out that Gunless, well, he feels the pressure to start to move actually towards the zone and just get shot in the back. So Carolina on point with the timings, and I mean, that is a beautiful first round.
Of donuts as well for Rocker. What a round. We'll see if they can find some success on the attack. It's going to be a two-man stack on A for a moment. You need that top AC control. There's no way you can hold onto the zone without it. Gwyn trying to be the tip of the spear for his boys. In he goes. First Sega A done.
That's a Rival 9. Great nade, though. TJ dialed in. Now you're just trying to find the pixels that are the foreheads of these players, and Gwyn takes that moment, flies on top, gave up 2 ticks, but you might be able to get the spawn trap as well. I like this from Felony too, but number 3 able to sneak by, so maybe Standy the opportunity to make a hero play, but Felony, I mean, he's heads up. This is a big 1 versus 1 moment just to try to stop the time, and well, not a 1v1 if you get a little bit of help. Carolina making sure the B zone does not falter, learning from the mistakes of their opponents.
Might be able to close out A. Gwyn's on the move. Linz, nice work. Just body blocks that enough. Stops the kill coming through. Allows the capture. 205. Is this going to be the same? Can Rocker now get going? The battle for mid-map is looking fantastic for the Ravens. That's going to be 3 clean in the feed. Gunner's last man still kicking. And with that, the attack all comes from the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, that was from a cruise missile as well, so Felony not quite able to get it. Gunless with a massive 2-piece. In the meantime, you do have TJ on a 4, and TJ just the man blocking spawns. Gunless trying to be the guy that shuts down all the streaks. Is Rocker working every single possible flank that you can. And on the minimap, TJ gets shut down. So Gunless is the streak killer. And now everybody on Carolina is falling. And Gwyn got to be the cutoff man. But this is a Rival 9. He's trying to time it for the flank. But the whole team for Rocker near this zone.
Good luck, mate. He's got to get in there fast. Doesn't even run. 1. Nearly the second. Teammates show up in the nick of time. Isn't going to help, though. 1 Sega A, B done. Halfway through the second. There's the contest. Accuracy. Bad time. And Fellow wins it. Fight's not over yet, though. Gunless could go huge here. Picks the right corner. Good timing. The capture continues.
Oh, it's just chaos, though. He hits DJ at least as well, but not enough pressure. For whatever reason, some of those Rocker players not getting that close junk spawn, so going to be a little bit more distant, and you see the difference of the timings the spawns can make. Accuracy a touch too slow to get up the ladder, and well, now Carolina has stabilized. You got a minute to string something together, but everybody right now from Rocker just continuously coming off spawn.
Oof, a couple of wins help on the approach. Standy, he and Gunless now have an avenue to work with. Over towards that B zone. You've got some space. Check your corners. You don't check the top of the bus, though.
Oh, no.
They sneak through. It's a freebie for Clayster. You might be able to get the second. No, it doesn't get Standy on the push out. He's completely surrounded. Awkward fight. Gwyn wins it. And you've got just over 30 seconds of the round. Is yours, Ravens.
And this should be good for the Ravens as well. You just got to make sure you trade out these kills. Rocker, only 6 lives remaining. Placer and accuracy consistent with the sort of standoff battles that they have. But Rocker, they're looking for the one good push. But you see the early information they got on accuracy. He's going to fall. Good nade from Placer. Knows exactly where to look. And no respawns remaining. And no open lanes of attack. Last player to fall, well, it's going to be accuracy. The Iceman, but a 1v7. The odds are just too high.
Yes, that. Ravens back-to-back rounds on control, and there is a calm, cool demeanor about them. They're in the mid-round fist bumps. One more is all they need to take the lead here in the series. Rocker have yet to find themselves here on Karachi.
I mean, it's just tough. Again, like one sort of, not even big mistake necessarily on defense, but one moment that certainly does not swing your way. And Karachi can just collapse. And they're able to fight and string together a few decent opportunities on the attack as well. But Ravens making sure the trades are flowing, keeping them on point. I did think for a moment when Gunless started winning a bunch of different crucial gunfights, the tides might have turned, but right now they're just simply getting outslayed.
We saw the first round when that attack from the Ravens was so decisive. This time around might be a little different. We'll find out. Play on the slow bit of work. Keeping the kills going. He's going to be pinched in a moment, though, so this is going to come to an end. Still the first bit of segment progress done. Gwyn there to pick it up immediately. So the conveyor belt of players there for the Ravens. Constant flow of reinforcements. Able to try to battle out their spawn. They've set themselves up for that big...
Extremely safe, and, well, the guns are... They're winning every gunfight, even Linz with the MCW in hand. And now Gunless, yeah, the ever-present problem, the thorn in your side. Going to be forcing out the distance spawn and calming out everybody on the cross. So him and Linz right now I mean, you got to get past this crossfire. Not an easy feat. A lot of damage being done. TJ full sends it through the middle of the map. So one player's made it past step number 1, but still for Ravens, little ways to go. But look at Gwen in the feed, popping off in the gunfights, and Gunless able to slow him down. But that is just to capture the A zone. Extra minute should be added to the clock.
Strong flow of Rocker players towards the back lines. Trying to reinforce this B position. Deej going to be getting his way through the front door. Awkward spot to be in. Great work defensively. You deal with everyone there from the Ravens. They're all down and out. You've got a slight life lead as well for Rocker. Minute 40 to play. And this is still anyone's game.
And accuracy is going on a deadly pinch right now. As Ravens just squaring up to bully their way through red. If you can win a series of gunfights, you're going to be on point. You see accuracy actually striking in the feed, so he's going to be slowing him down. So nice little pinch rolling through. So Ravens, it's not going to be one push. It's going to be a few before they can make their way out. Or they just win every gunfight. Clayster just guns too, and here comes TJ. Ravens are running it down.
He just flies from the top side of the map, gets his fellow and Clay pushing up the back. Accuracy's on a flank. Here goes Gwyn. Gets the pair. That's going to be it. That is a big closeout, boys. Stack what you can. Hold on for the next wave of kills. Rocker are going to be able to get some damage done here, but it is going to be close. Can they get one hit through here? Clay trying to slow him down. This could be the map. Gwyn's on a spree. Anyone's going to get close enough to get the contest, get the kills? The answer is no. Ravens, 3 straight. They're in control.
That was too easy, right? Like, you had like players on Rocker making plays in good positions, and then out of nowhere, Clayster just picks up 2. TJ gets to soar in from the top rope, and I mean, those were just instantaneous captures on the B zone. Both of those offensive rounds for Carolina. So I mean, that is a clean, quick, efficient Karachi. You couldn't ask for anything more. They outslayed them by a let's go a ton. We'll just go with a ton. We don't have to be specific. We don't have to be too shambolic about it, but there's the actual look. 3 out of 4 players positive and all by a pretty decent margin. Gunless did what he could, but there was simply no support. I mean, just less than 2k damage on Standy. Both him and Linz going 9 and 17 as that duo. And I know a lot of that certainly comes down to, and you're on the defensive end having to flood over the dumpster. Things are not going to pan your way, but that is a tough scoreboard to look at. And even Clayster, 3,800. That's honestly super typical. Clayster, fantastic map 3.
Well done. Whether you outslay them by a ton or a Bryce, a 3-0 is not an easy thing to do whatsoever. I mean, that first attacking round, that was about as clean as it can possibly get, man. That's really, really perfect work. You're 1 segment down on A, they transition across to B, immediately capture it. They win 1 set of fights, another 3 down, and then they get absolutely smoked on the A zone as well. Defensively as well, super work out of the Ravens. Whether it was T-Fel, we're watching him easily read these plays. Great work counting players, something that goes, unnoticed. One of those things we can't account for in the stats. Beautiful work there. Ravens, they take the advantage in this series, and they're campaigning towards the winner's bracket, looking that bit more doable. Can they pull out a hard point?
I mean, we get to find out, but I know a pretty big topic of conversation this year has been sort of like the fresh challengers talent, and like, does that mean more than like experience at the pro level? Well, I think one of the moments we saw, like Carolina, one of the most experienced teams we have in the league with the trio of Tej, Fellow, and Clayster, maybe the most experienced team at the pro level, in all honesty. Haven't done the math, but like when they have Gunless spawn trapping them in junk, when everybody's pinned back in their spawn, Linz is on like the cross, those are incredibly difficult situations to get out of that I think some fresher faces just get bullied. They were able to slow things down, take their time. TJ's out to cross mid, and they're just able to handle those very difficult moments well, play heads up. I mean, we watched Felony have 3 different clutches, so it's little things like that that I think the veterans show off why they've been around for so long. The heads up plays, they're, well, never shy from making them.
It looks like another day in the office for the Ravens. It's still an incredibly high stakes match. I mean, Linz and Gwyn being the sort of the newcomers here in this series, relatively speaking. Rock is still a chance. I mean, this is an organization with tremendous legacy when it comes to composure, and mounting the greatest comeback in Call of Duty history against Toronto Ultra. I know I'm going to say it, and I know the Ultra fans are out there listening to it, and look, it is what it is. It's cruel, but it's true. 6-star hardpoint, though, looking here, not a good look for Rocker so far. That average margin of difference in scoreline, not nice. Don't let the numbers fool you. But the record only 0-1, only 1-1 for the Ravens chance. Still, not a lot of reps.
Yeah, I was going to say super fresh for both of these teams. So Minnesota getting bullied out once, not necessarily indicative of how their gameplay is actually going to be. But again, as far as the map picks go, this is the one Carolina wanted to see at least a little bit more than Vista. So going to be confident. And again, the new map's also adding that new dynamic for a bunch of these teams who can capitalize on it. I don't remember the stats off the top of my head, but I know for the maps that we've filtered out as we've brought the new ones in, Carolina is certainly happy to see a few of the maps that we got rid of gone.
In the 6-star. Match point now for the Carolina Royal Ravens and a seat in the winner's bracket at the Toronto Major next week. Rocker still plenty to play for here. The comeback is on the cards. Can they make it towards the search and destroy on this very map? We'll find out. 6-star. An unknown quantity for both teams. This is bound to be an absolute treat. Here we go, folks. Who's getting winners?
And I mean, the stats we talked about for the first hard point for Carolina is their rotations, fantastic. Actual holds, not great. This has been the primary map that explains why Carolina have struggled in those statistical categories. So if they're able to early rotate, got to win the gunfights. But the opening break, Lin's been on point. And maybe he only gets one kill, but Rocker still in the time. Gwyn going to be spinning in circles just to get these trades. Rocker still holding on.
Gwyn is cracked, man. Like, he's a tough customer to deal with. Behind bar, coverage with his teammates. He's got the hard point for now. Nobody able to get in there for Rocker. Teach now on the flank. That's a sweet double chow out of the boys in purple. A clean up there on the hard point. Fellow down. Clay's on his way out on a bonus. He can pick up the entire squad. Not likely. And that's going to be good time for Rocker. Once again, a P1 that they should be proud of.
That was great timing as well on the double chow through you. So grouped up together and continuing to make plays. Felony right now just trying to be a nuisance in getting these players to turn so his team can be nice and secure on rotation. But here's test number 1 for Ravens. They win the rotation battle. Can they hold on?
Find out. A Mo pulls up. Ravens are in. Accuracy just on the outside there. A little too fast for Teach to process on the jump. Nice shots. Not enough. Clay on the pickup. Trades are done. Perfect timing to cover himself behind the plant pot in the middle of the map. Stay alive. Hold on. Here come the reinforcements.
Plant pot, word to scrap, and, well, fighting for the potential scrap time as well. Nice double chow rolling through. Accuracy. They've been winning every single gunfight out towards the pool, and if you can win those, easy breaks. So a hold opportunity there for the Ravens. They really do not get a good chunk of time, and I mean, you got Rocker fighting the 2 front wars. Sandy is way ahead of the rotation. Accuracy is calling these players out well on the cross, so Sandy knows they're nearby. Gunless wins the gunfight for the final 10 seconds. The Rocker are doing everything right in this moment. Maybe it just could be a hard point. Skill div is accuracy, gunning with the Renetti. That gun is, in fact, OP.
An absolutely disgusting 2v1 there on the new point. Accuracy on a 4. Should be traded out indeed. Cleaned up. Standy can't get another point to save his life. Magnificent work from the Ravens. You managed to sneak in.
Excuse me?
Clay fell off the mat, boys and girls. Wilhelm scream at the ready. You saw it. I saw it. We got it on tape.
I guess you have to jump on the map in that moment. There's no accidentally falling. That is unique to Clayster and Clayster alone, and let's see if it actually makes a difference. Maybe not. Raven's still holding on to the time. Even though the fact that Rocker have had these back spawns, the constant flood has been just enough to keep the pressure up, but I guess eventually the dam is going to break and Rocker going to get the final 15. I think it probably honestly would have gone a little bit different if Clayster, I mean, I don't know what happened. Maybe he got stunned or...
Did he get stuck?
I don't know.
No, he
The
died.
call of the void. The call of the void.
He heard something and he answered that call. 2 hard points up over to security we go. Again, we are playing on an older patch for the folks who are like, wait a minute. No, that's the way we do things here in the CDL. We're going to change that after the Toronto Major. Gwen's on time. Lynn's trying to make the entry. Standy's going to be the first man in, but his ears will be ringing and soon he'll be dead. 3 in the feed. Last man up, gunless, and he's holding on though. He's got himself a couple before being brought down, and that is going to be good time for the Ravens. Great intel and soon a lead change.
Nice nade from TJ as well. Maybe to just slow these players down. Everybody on Rocker effectively just working on the flank. And TJ, yeah, gets every single stun and nade and like bullet landing on his face. And now for the final 20 seconds as well. Rocker having to take their time to get the break. Fellow stops shooting, so he's spamming the one-shot call out. And, well, Rocker off the back of that, again, able to win this scrap time fight. But now Carolina, once again, ahead of the rotation. This is a hill where you can hold a full 60. How much time can Ravens get?
Oh, man. Well, they are getting close to the dub. Oh, Tej gets it in the end. You know exactly where these players are going to be coming from. Nice work on the second. Nearly the third. Lin's brought down, though. Lovely teamwork from the Ravens. Rocker making their way forward, but there we go. Lead change. Carolina in control. Let's go for a listen in.
Two from P2.
I can look over P2. I can look over.
Weak. Front wall.
Gun this laying down front wall. Weak as fuck.
Nice. Good job.
I'm gonna look over your shallow in a second.
Mid done.
Give me a sec. I'll look over your shallow.
I'm nading your front P2.
I'm nading it. I'll chow
with you.
He's laying down there dead.
I have all mid. Yo, make sure pocket.
We are not.
VIP. He's going you. He's rotating, bro.
Front P2. Gun this.
Be outside you. Get all P2.
I have P2. Stay alive.
I'd say it's probably dead.
One shallow. I got one. One's shallow on you.
Yeah, be on the circle.
I can get him. Hold on.
Weak shallow too. Right, Tom.
Okay. Circle.
He's
One
DJ
shot
on me, guys. Somewhere DJ on me.
That was him.
Okay.
Where the fuck is this?
I'm gonna pinch.
Yeah.
In you on me. In you, Lamar.
I'm waiting. I'm
going
going
our side
deep.
you. Our
Go
side
deep.
you.
Go deep. Set up a pitch. We're good.
Good hill. Our side you. I
Oh,
spawned
P3,
blue.
bro.
Oh, we
P3.
triple spawned here. Let's hit blue together then.
Yeah, much else.
He's gonna be VIP.
I'll stare at our side hill.
VIP.
Dead.
Go, I'll look over hill. Go.
I have a trope.
DJ.
Trope dead.
I'm gonna follow you.
I need him inside hill. He's gonna be DJ.
You. What's supposed to be you?
One more.
I have trophy.
I'm one shot. I'm one up.
P4 on you.
Oh, he's got me. Standy weak. There's side
Your side
time.
time. You have an 8.
Yeah, he's really weak.
Yeah,
He hit a
I spawned
trope.
lobby.
Is it?
Hey, lobby with me.
P2, from P2.
I
Go
saw
on.
you.
Getting your from
No, this is from P2
I
wall.
didn't stun anybody. You.
I stunned from P2. Nice. Good shot.
He's on me hill. Fighting on me. Weak. Lynn's in hill. Weak.
Dead. I'm one
I
shot.
see 2. Lamar and Standy.
I'm getting on time. I'm one shot. I have a trope
P2
down.
place.
There's side time. There's side time. Lamar.
Good 20. Standy there too. Standy on you. I have your help.
They're gonna be in you, Teach.
Blue, last guy. I'm not doing. He went new.
Heard you.
I'm
He's
coming
gonna be
quick.
side vent.
I'm coming quick.
Yo, I flipped.
Yep.
Side vent late.
And shallow.
Spawn on P2.
From P2.
Everyone, yo, listen to me. Listen to me.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
guy in our
One
water.
got deep on me.
Deep helipad.
Big kill on
One
that
is
kid.
in water.
He called me.
Double
Teach,
pinch
I'm gonna
open.
pinch with
Where? Fire pit?
Perfect. Deep
Shut it over. Done this.
He went to the very
He
back.
went in blue, guys. In blue, one shot.
He went to the very back.
Nice listening chance. I felt I had every piece of information I possibly needed to try to make the right play there. Good work, Ravens.
Ooh, extremely communicative. That's the word to say. And Clayster gunning people. I mean, 15 kills right now. Might not seem crazy, but I think his damage output has been electric, and the comms are good. Everything right now for Ravens is flowing. It's only those outer sort of pull fights they've been struggling with on this hard point, because Rocker's setting up the pinch. TJ spinning circles around the time, doesn't know where to go, but he's going to the grave, and as he falls, well, so does everybody around time. Standy team killing Linz, and for Rocker, it's just going to strip away an extra few seconds. Ravens, if they can strip away the time, they'll be happy for it, but they're making sure you just keep these players away from the rotation.
DJ trying to be that guy, unable to find at least one there. 2 remaining members of Rocker on point, 2 going towards the new hard point. Bad news for the Rocker fans, the Ravens are already in. Linz battling his way out of old. TJ might be able to cut them off if he gets to the bottom set of the stairs fast enough, but Fellow, it will work out for him as well. There are members of Rocker nearly everywhere. Pinch is on, and that's a good look. Rocker, break him down. That's their hard point.
Those are massive wins. Linz is on a 4 spree. Accuracy wins the gunfights for the spawns as well, and keeping tracking names to make sure you hunt down Fellow. So talk about the good comms from the Ravens. Rocker providing their own as well, but the mix fest that has been this hill, TJ pops off and gives you just a little bit extra. Ravens somehow on this hill continue just to bully their way through the front, desperate to get out a trophy his accuracy, but as he delivers, so does his team. 4-man wipe, and finally a sense of stability. Final 20 seconds gonna go to Rocker. Another lead exchange. The double helix hardpoint game in the mix, and Gunless in prime position to break this next hill down.
Good pedigree of players here in this lobby. And it's showing lead change. There we go. Bottom side of security is getting ripped up. And once again, it's Gunless, the head of finding those kills, standing on the pinch. The accuracy does get his crews as well. This is huge. It's a 7 spree from Lamar. Can't make the 8th. Ravens are in for a moment, but it's only Clay for now.
And I do wonder, I haven't actually seen a pure top-down view of this map, but maybe a moment's calling the crews, or maybe a moment where everybody's just going to get gunned. Accuracy not moving on the mini-map. Here comes the cruise missile to force him indoors. Gunless responsible for door number 1. Where does everybody go? Hiding. Only 1 kill coming through, but with the comms, you push Ravens back, but still got to get rid of Tej. These players have been on point. Ravens holding off on the defensive end. Like, this is clean work.
And they're holding it together up front. The break is good. The lead is theirs. Standy straight in. Trades again, and it's
great work.
Beautiful hold. Final 10 are definitely going the way of the Ravens to the pool. Now we go as things hot up. 2-11 are climbing. Rocker doing what they can to get towards the break. It was not a fantastic hold the last time around, and it has to be better this time. This is match point.
And they've just forced so much that, I mean, Ravens right now, game is in their hands, literally shooting fish in a barrel, but somehow, in some way, the swimmers on Minnesota Rocker able to find their way into the pool, and we square up and we go again. Falny, first man leading the charge, waiting to take a dip.
Quite literally sink or swim here in this moment. Rocker, just about 40 on the clock. You able to get this time? No, the break is good. Stanley has to get in there ASAP. We will not see the game end here. It is going to be dangerously close if they do manage to get that final segment. Here comes the hit from Rocker. Contest. You fight for another hard point. You don't fight for the time now, though. You've been brought down. Lins, last man, gets a kill. Might be able to make it a 1v1 in the pool.
Well, you can't win it here if you're Ravens. The more time you get, the better. Rocker overwhelm you for the break, but set up towards new. You see that middle of the map section. Ravens players are swarming. Easy reads on the vent. TJ wins his gunfight as well. So initial time here going towards the Ravens. 19 seconds, and they walk away with the series. Rocker squaring up for the break. Everybody through blue, but Gwyn can't hold him off either. The break on its way.
Oh, here it is. Last man. Fellow wins a couple. Clay right back into it. Ravens have not relinquished control for a second. Here comes the stairwell hit. Final 10 for the win. Rocker's pinch has got to be immaculate. They've got to get going ASAP. They're waiting for the perfect timing on this hit. They don't have the time. They don't have the chance. And they don't have winner's bracket either. That's a GG as the Ravens run the series.
Winners bracket for the Carolina Ravens. Their record when they are playing together versus playing apart is radically different. These guys building that chemistry now in and out of game, and I'm telling you, those plays are absolute class. TJ's making the read for a pinch like that in the final seconds. That is an insane route for Minnesota to be taking, and I think that's one in the, you know, type of route that maybe 3 or 4 teams in the league would actually be able to read, but Carolina, one of them. TJ on point in that moment, but as called out, Clayster in the damage department was ever present on the map. 5,500 damage, 17 assists as well with 26 kills. Him and TJ were absolutely active on that map, and even Gwen just had to be the super soaker in the hill, but while he was soaking, he was also the leading slayer.
Magnificent work there from the Ravens. Congratulations to them. Winners bracket. Nice bit of back and forth. Not actually as much as it felt like, Chance. I think the breaks were so solid there from both teams. It was difficult for Rocket to accumulate hill time. Just because, you know, the Ravens, they managed to get that opening time from the rotation, and they may get broken, but they always got it back. That allowed them to maintain that lead, except for that one lead change towards the latter half of the map. That Vista so far away in our distant memory after the 6-3, 3-0 and the 221 victory there. Massive stuff from the Ravens. Congrats on winners bracket.